Hey, can you hear me? Today I live stream without the background music. And by the way, are you able to edit the recording of the live stream so that, the first part of the live stream would be edited? Otherwise, it's going to be a long pause or long blank at the first of the recording of the live stream, you know? Or should I start another one and just start reading right away after the live starts so that there won't be like 3 minute or 5 minute pause or blank. What do you think about that? If we're going to take advantage of the recording to use it as a shorts, you know? What do you think? Time stamp means the people who watch the recordings, they can just jump to the place where I start, right? That's great. I just remember to post my YouTube account on my Facebook, see whether there are people interested. Uh, oh, I can edit it, the post. Search Young's voice. Okay. Hi, Diksha. It's been a long time. I've been busy and I've been going to the hospital to take care of my mother, so I didn't pretty much have the energy and time to live stream that much. But if I have time, I'll do that. No. Okay. So let's get started, shall we? I'm gonna read the story of TGCF. Hopefully, people can listen to my reading by by the recording, right? Okay. So yeah, but wait a bit. We'll get started. Okay. So let me. Should I restart one or just keep on this one? Thank you, Dick Shaw, for saying that. Yeah, she is under chemotherapy treatment, which is a very difficult, very harsh, very suffering procedure, and I'm gonna try my best to make sure she's happy, she's in her best condition, you know? So that requires my my positive attitude at all time, you know? So is YouTube owned by Google? So is it the same with the live stream software or function on Facebook? Or yeah, you know, we're gonna read the TGCF, so I better suit up for TGCF in a way. So I have posted my YouTube account on my Facebook. I don't know whether it can be seen by my friends, because if YouTube is not owned by Facebook, then they might block it. Yeah, and this is yeah, we're gonna read the story, so I better suit up, right? If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it properly. Well, I hope this. I mean, I think I'm gonna start another one because the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes of this live stream is just chatting. No need to restart. Okay, so let's keep live streaming on in this room. I'm kind of worried that the first 10 or 20 minutes would be just chatting. Thank you. It's I think it's a European style shirt, casual shirt. I like this casual style. So if when Heather comes, we can get started. Different division. Yeah, this is from the book from the anime. It's very interesting that I've seen the posters of TGCF very often when I was traveling in Suzhou a couple of days ago. Oh, welcome, Stardust, Pixie Dream. Yeah, when I was traveling around in Suzhou in the past 3 days, I've seen the posters almost everywhere. So I guess it's it's very popular now, and I'm very interested in the story. So I'm very excited to read it because it's a it's a Chinese novel, right? And it's translated into English. I'm very excited and very interested in reading it. I'm always interested in stories because it always brings me into a new kind of imagination. It's kind of like an imagination, a dream for me, so that I'm able to fully immersed in the imagination and forget about the real world and just considering myself in the story. It's a very exciting experience. Don't sweat it. Always interested in you. I mean, poetry. Yeah. Our commentator is online. The only thing I'm afraid is that I'm not a native English speaker, so I might make mistakes when I'm reading in English. I won't make any mistakes if I read in Chinese, but if I read in English, I can promise I will not make mistakes. And I think I'll be making some pronunciation mistakes, but hopefully you guys will forgive me. It's a live stream, it's not a recording, so I can only try my best. And there might be words that I don't know because the words used in a novel sometimes they're very different from what we speak every day, right? Okay, so let's wait a little bit more, or we can start another one. Just start and read directly. Yeah, she might be busy. So, do I need to start another one? If I don't need to start another one, just start reading it because we got the recording, so they're gonna see the recordings for sure. Able to access the recordings because this time I don't use ba- background music, so I suppose there's no copyright problem this time, right? I assume the recording of this live stream will be workable. There will be no problem for this recording, I suppose, right? So it seems that um, to I mean the recordings of the live stream might be a way to help with the fan growing, right? To get more fans by recordings. Can I take that as a way? So in that case, if I read in the live stream, then it serves two purposes. The first is the live stream itself. The second is that I am able to create recordings so that I don't have to make extra time to record the novel. Oh, thank you, Stardust. I mean, if I just make time to record the novel, that might be time consuming. But if I read the story in the live stream and it can be used as recording as well, then it serves two purposes. I use one piece of time to do two things. Okay, okay, let's start reading it. Hope you guys enjoy. I mean, this might be a way because in that case I can save time. Okay. Prologue. Heaven, the official's blessing. I'm gonna put the comment section beside me so that okay, this is perfect. And I can look this way. Among all the deities of heaven, there was one famous laughingstock of the three realms. Legend has it that 800 years ago, there was an ancient kingdom in a central plains called the Kingdom of Xianle. The Kingdom of Xianle was a vast and bountiful land. There were four treasures within it: abundant and handsome beauties, vibrant music, a marvelous literature, gold and gems, and their one infamous crown prince. What would be the best way to describe this crown prince? Well, he was a unique man. He was beloved by the king and the queen, and they doted upon him exorbitantly. They would often say with pride, "My son will become a great ruler in the future, and his good name will echo down through history." Welcome, Salmon. Welcome. So, yeah, I'm starting YouTube live streams because it's a bigger platform and it's for content like live stream and shorts. And the quality, the visual, the video quality, the graphic quality is much better here, right? It's like 10 times better than Hello Talk. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your listening. Very glad to be here because this is like the biggest platform in the world. It's got more people here, and at least it's very clear so that people won't think that I'm like an AI or a fake person because it's blurry. Okay, so let's do it. Are you able to do that for me to put hashtags on the recording? I named the live stream TGCF reading, so I believe if people are searching TGCF, they're going to see this. So, is there any other way for me to promote this, or do I have to spend money to promote this, or I don't have ways to promote this? Okay, let's start reading. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, I think, are we able to stop anytime we want to interact? Or we have to read some and then we start and then we stop interacting. Stop to interact. However, the crown prince was not interested in imperial power or wealth in the mortal world at all. What he was interested in his own words, was, "I want to save the common people." When he was young, the crown prince focused solely on his cultivation, and there were two short tales that were widely spread of his time on that path. Thank you, Stardust. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your liking. I mean, I'm definitely new here, and I hope more friends who are interested in reading or the story can subscribe me. I'm from China. I've been a full-time live streamer in China for 11 years, and I've only started live streaming internationally recently. The first tale took place when I was 17 years old. That year, a grand Shangyuan heavenly ceremonial procession took place in Kingdom of Xianle. Although the custom of conducting these divine ceremonies has been out of fashion for centuries, it is still possible to deduce what a grand, jubilant occasion it must have been from remnants of ancient books and oral tradition. The wondrous Shangyuan festival upon the grand avenue of divine might. Seas of people gathered on either side of the grand street, with royals and nobles talking and laughing in merriment atop the high platforms. The glorious royal warriors, bedecked in armor, open the paths, while maidens dance elegantly, their fair hands scattering flowers. And who could say whether the flowers or the maidens were more beautiful? From within the golden carriage came marvelous music that drifted across the entire imperial city. And at the rear of the procession was a grand stage pulled by 16 white horses in golden bridles. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I think we're gonna uh, put the hashtag after the live stream if you can do that for me. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, we're trying to get to know this platform, so that's why I'm not using the background music so that I won't be violating any copyright. So I believe as long as there will be more, um, I mean, more content of mine being uploaded, and also more people or things that I read is, you know, popular or people like to listen to it, then I believe more people will subscribe. Whenever you feel like stopping and discussing the plot, okay. I don't know how to do it, so I'm just asking because maybe some audience they want me to read more, and if it is okay, then we can stop at any time, and I'm gonna interact with you guys because it's a live stream after all. It's not a recorded show; it's a live stream, so I believe live interacting is necessary and it's fun, right? And as you can see, it's much more clearer here, right, Simon? It's on Hello Talk, it's blurry, so blurry, but here it's definitely clearer. Oh, welcome, Heather. We just started. Upon this towering grand stage stood the God pleasing warrior, the focus of everyone's attention. At the heavenly ceremonial procession, the God pleasing warrior wore a golden mask, dressed in glamorous attire and with a sacred sword in hand. He played the role of this subduer of evil, the number one martial god for the past 1,000 years, the heavenly emperor, Jing Wu. So, yeah, today I started reading the novel TGCF here, and hopefully the recording will attract more people who are interested. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Yeah, on Hello Talk, the graphic quality is bad. It's 360p. So people say I'm an AI because they can't see me clearly. But here, I think I'm clear enough, right? Was the greatest of honors to be chosen for the role of the God pleasing warrior, which was why the selection criteria were exceedingly strict. Thus, the one chosen that year was the crown prince. People across the kingdom believed that who give the most thrilling performance is the God pleasing warrior. However, an accident happened that day. During the third tour of the procession, it passed by a city wall that was hundreds of meters tall. At the time, the martial god upon the grand stage was just about to strike the demon down. It was the climax of the performance, with people on both sides of the street at the height of excitement. The top of the city wall swarmed with crowds clamoring to watch the show, pushing and shoving each other to get to the best view. Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do what I can, right? With the outfit, in a way, it's clear that your future. That's a good metaphor. Good at literature, as always. At that moment, a small child fell from the edge of the wall. The screams of the crowd reached to the heavens. Just when everyone thought this child would stain the grand avenue of divine might with blood, the crown prince looked up, leapt into flight, and caught the boy. The people only saw a glimpse of a white silhouette that flew like a soaring bird before the crown prince landed with that small child in his arms. The golden mask fell, revealing the young, handsome face behind it. In the next second, cheers erupted. The people were thrilled and joyous. The state preceptors of the Royal Cultivation Hall were troubled. They had never imagined such a huge mishap would occur. This was ominous luck, the gravest of misfortunes. Yeah, it jingles because it's with lots of butterfly and features of decoration. I was watching the series Revenge and then stopped it because I want to be here. Thank you, Sam, for your support. Um, yeah, I can't live stream for long because it's midnight, but I'm just trying to live stream as long as possible so that we can have some recordings to be seen, to be watched by more friends. Every trip the grand stage made around the imperial capital symbolized 1 year of peace and harmony within the kingdom. Now that it was cut short, did that not mean the invitation of disaster? The state preceptors were so distraught, were losing hair as fast as the rain fell. After much contemplation, they called the crown prince over to speak to him in the softest manner possible. They requested, Your Highness, might you be willing to face the wall, reflection for a month? Does not really need to be a month as long as the intention is there. The crown prince smiled. No. This was what he said. There's nothing wrong with the saving people. Why would the heavens condemn me for doing the right thing? Um, but what if the heavens do condemn you? Is the heavens were wrong? Why should I apologize to those who are wrong? State preceptors could not argue. This crown prince is such a person. He had never encountered anything he could not do, nor had he ever met anyone who did not love him. It was the justice of the mortal realm, the center of the world. Although the state preceptors were frustrated, what the heck do you know? It was not their place to say much, and they did not dare say more or on the subject either. His Highness would not have listened anyway. Thank you. So that's one part at the start. Hope you guys like it. How do you feel like it? I mean, there must be many readers. And how do you feel like my version? I mean, any suggestions or anything you want to comment? I've never done this before. I've I've, I've told stories, but live streaming to international friends, reading English novels, that is my first time. Necklace and bracelet. Welcome. Welcome, Sally. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How do you feel like the reading, the performance? Do you like it? And I began to read some lines that I've read before on Hello Talk, like this one. And then it is the heavens who are wrong. Why would I apologize to those who are wronged? Thank you, Heather, because there are so much to relate because it's a Chinese novel, right? So the royalty and the respect for God or for the for anyone above or for the sky is taken very seriously. So those ceremonies, the details of the ceremonies are very important. It's they're taken very seriously, even for now, even at present. When I was a kid or when I was a student in my college, in my university, um, during an important meeting, the positions of the chairs of the leaders and each schedule and everything should be precise. So I can understand why the preceptors are so frustrated because ceremonies and grand activities are very important. Oh, then I have to have the Chinese version. I can look for it. So that I'm gonna read the Chinese version first and then the English version. Yeah. Yeah. More suggestions are welcomed. I mean, now I have the English version. So maybe later I can have the Chinese version as well so that I can read in both languages. Thank you, Heather, for saying that. Because, um, yeah, I think I'm gonna relate a lot to this story, and also you can see that the preceptors don't dare to give any suggestions because it's the prince, it's the emperor. It's like it's above all things. They are not able to give suggestions because they are afraid of the royalty. They're afraid of the power. I believe that's different because I remember when I was an exchange student in Europe, the teacher said, "We welcome you to bring up suggestions and bring up questions anytime you want in a class. You can just call my name and say the question." Like, I remember there are many European students, they didn't raise their hand. They brought up the question, sometimes very harsh, aggressive question to the teacher. And I remember very clearly there was one European student questioned, questioning the teacher, the professor. He said, "Well, in my own opinion, the interaction part of this class is meaningless." And every Chinese student in that class was so surprised, was overwhelmed because that was not possible in China. You're going to be thrown out if you say that. You have to raise your hand, ask for your teacher's permission, and then if the teacher grant you the right to ask the question, then you're going to ask the question. And you have to make sure that you speak respectfully and clearly and nicely and friendly. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the classroom or in the principal room. So maybe because of the history or culture, it is not advised for the people to question or to challenge the upper power, upper characters. But you can do that in a way, in applied way, in a respectable way, but you can't just do it harshly or aggressively. It's not allowed. I believe that's one difference. Thank you, Stardust. Crown Prince going against the heavens, brave or naive. So this relates with the story of Naja. Do you remember that was like a movie that was very famous? It's called Nej. I don't know how it is pronounced in English. How do you call it? It's Neja, Neja, Neja. In Chinese, it's Naja. Naja was one of the three kids of a general in heaven. And when he was born, he looked like a ball, and it was called an evil ball. So it was not taken seriously and it was not taken friendly. And and some people take that ball as a sign of evil, so they want to destroy this kid. This kid fought against his own destiny, fought against all odds, and finally he survived and he had earned the trust and the respect of people around him, and he finally ended up with the general himself in the heaven because of his belief, his courage to fought against his destiny. So I believe in our history there are many heroes or many characters. They are famous because they fought against his or her destiny or his or her belief or faith. I mean, for me, I think I'm gonna be the one who to do the right thing and to be brave. Um, but I think most people would choose to be a safer or easier path. Well, that reminds me of a poem by Robert Frost. It's called Two Rows. Um, what was it called? Two rows diverged in a wood, and I chose the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. The road not taken. That's the name of the poem. So I would chose the road that was not taken, but I believe most of the people would choose the safer and easier road. Hate him because he got some power. Even it made me cry when people hate him. And Najai English. Yeah, there's a saying, right? Everyone has his or her own opinion on a certain person. You can't make everyone like you. You can't change everyone's thoughts. So for me, I think it's all about whether you're valuable and you do good stuff, valuable stuff for the people, for the society, or for the group, for the sake of majority. Because it's impossible to change people's idea, even though sometimes you feel like you're doing the right thing, but most people are against you. That is possible. So that's why we have history. After hundreds of years, the history will give you a objective comment, right? So yeah, I think I have read a first part of the book and I've shared some of my thoughts that I relate to this story. I think it's a good beginning. It's very how do I say that? It's very intriguing. I want to know what's going to happen in the future, and I can relate to the prince. If I were the prince, I will choose to save the boy instead of uh, keep the procedure of the ceremony. I just couldn't just sit there or stand there and do nothing while I'm able to save a person's life or to do a big help for someone. So yeah, that's me. I mean, I will choose this decision the same as he did. I won't just sit there and watch, even though it's that's why, that's why I chose to be a live streamer because I want to do things that are valuable and meaningful. I don't want to do things that are just for the superficial purpose. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And that's why I chose to be a live streamer or to be someone who likes to do what he loves and he believes is valuable to many people. Right. Okay, so any suggestions, any questions? I think it's a very smooth live stream. We chat, we read the story, I tell my own thoughts, and we can have some suggestions in the future. Do you think any more elements or more details should be added besides today's performance or reading? And I do hope that more people is going to subscribe us and more people who enjoy my reading or chatting can come here very often. Because, like I said before, at least here is clear. I don't know, because when I was doing live stream on Hello Talk, people came in and say, "You're fake. Are you an AI?" It bothers me because, like I said, as you can see, my camera is great. The graphic is great, but they don't improve their graphic quality, so I look very blurry there. Thank you, Sam. Thank you guys for your help and for your suggestions. Okay, I almost gave a spoiler. It's okay. Uh, yeah, it's not me to be blamed because it's not my problem. It's not my internet. It's not my camera. It's theirs. They don't want to improve their graphic quality because of the budget. Because when I'm blurry, people will think that I put on way more beauty effect than I am supposed to. Actually, I didn't put that much. You know what I mean? Because Just imagine when you came in a live stream room, when you see the live streamer too blurry, it's like putting a wall between the live streamer and the audience because it's not clear. And some people would think, well, it's not real, it's not trustworthy. I don't know. Maybe some people think of that. Maybe some don't. So that's why I'm gonna live stream there as well, same as here. Um, it's like I'm a singer going to different clubs, different bars, you know. So that is a plan. Thank you guys for your support, and let's use this recording and see whether this recording is workable and available for everyone. And also, let's see whether this recording will be seen by more people if we hashtag TGCF and so on. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Yeah, because maybe they think that I'm handsome yet blurry, so they think, well, it must be using some kind of technology. Because I know, if you use too much beauty effect, then you're a bit looking blurry. That is true because it's like you have, how do I say that? Um, buffing, right? You know, buffing, buff, buff, buffing. It's like you polish something, like beauty effect. If you polish too much, if you buff too much, the person would look blurry. That is true. But the thing is, the reason why I'm looking blurry there was not because I'm using too much beauty effect, was because the graphic quality. So that's why it bothers me. But it's okay. I mean, I just wish it would be better. At least, no, 1080p would be okay. Yeah, that's true. The one time Sammy said, damn, and then was blocked for that live stream. For that. So, okay. So our plan would be use this as a recording and see whether, and as you said, you can put like pinpoint the time when I started, pinpoint the time when I stopped, right? So the new watchers, new viewers, they can jump to the timeline where I started to read and where I stopped to read, right? So that they won't be feeling lost at the time when we were chatting, right? So we're gonna thank the help of Sammy to do that and see whether there will be more people watching this recording and also the shorts. Oh, I have an idea. We can check whether we're able to download this recording of live stream, this live stream recordings, and then we can edit. We can cut the parts where I read and then divide it into shorts, like 15 or 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Can we do that? Download the recording of the live stream, and then we edit and take the part where I read out, and then we divided into several pieces, like 30 seconds per each, and then uploaded them all into shorts. I think that would be a way. I'm gonna dig into that. Well, I'm way more. I'm too busy. Tomorrow I've got courses, class to teach, and the day after tomorrow there is gonna be a friend coming to my house asking for business questions. He is an entrepreneur for 2 or 3 years, so his lack of experience is going to come because I'm a business owner for 10, 11 years. So he's going to come here to ask me, and me as his consult advisor, business advisor. I'm going to answer his questions related to business and administration, strategic management, stuff like that. Friday, what I'd have to do on Friday. At least I mean, Friday. What should I do on Friday? I mean, there are all kinds of schedule, all kinds of things I need to do every day. And oh, is it open for you? You can download it too. Um, I'm gonna meet Tracy McGrady in August. Yeah, I'm gonna chat with him about Chinese culture. I'm very thrilled with that. I grew up watching NBA, and my father loved Houston Rockets pretty much, and I love those players: Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, Scola, Sean Battier, and Houston Rocket players, and also um, many teams, like many NBA players at that time: Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, um, Steve Nash, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, and Dwayne Wade. Oh, he's a little later. Anyway, uh, so many stuff to do. So many stuff to do every day, but still, I like to do what I like. So, okay, so that's pretty much for today. Any more stuff you want to talk about? And let's record. Let's download this recording and choose the parts where I read the novel and then make it into shorts and upload them. Okay. Cheers. I like to read. I like stories, and I'm very glad, happy. I'm looking forward to more wonderful experience. I always wanted to be an international live streamer, as I said before. But what do you guys think? I think Hello Talk won't be the place where I become an international live streamer. That is not a big app. What do you guys think? To make shorts with them and hit hashtag and upload their log on you, make your logs work. Yeah, that's that's good. That's what we are gonna do. Okay. Can you help me with that, Sammy? To download the recording and take the part where I read out and then divide it into several parts because I was reading a whole part. We can make the shorts like 30 seconds each. And then I believe with the hashtag, more people will find us. I think some of the comments are shown on my page a bit later, and some of them are pretty, spontaneous. I don't know why, but at least I'm seeing all the comments. Okay, so for live streamer, for live stream, YouTube is the best platform. Yeah. So at least, um, due to my past 11 years of being a live streamer, I think the right place to do the live stream is very important. If you are not doing the live stream in the right place, then I'm wasting time somehow. Because the greatest live streamer should be on the biggest platform. Like when I am doing Chinese live stream, I do my Chinese live stream on the biggest platform in China, which has um, 80, 80 million, no, 800 million. Wait, yeah, 800 million users on that platform. So the greatest live streamer should be on the greatest platform. Okay. Yeah, I believe Hello Talk is a very, very low key, small app worldwide, even smaller than Random Book. So yeah, my gut tells me YouTube and TikTok would be the best place because the difference is 3 or 4 months before, I don't have an official VPN. Now I have a government authorized legal VPN to do this so that I'm free of any risk. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them often. Apparently, I think many people who have subscribed me on How to Talk or in our group, they don't use How to Talk anymore. Do you think they're not active? Like many fans and the people in the group on Random Book, they quit using the app. They quit using Random Book. They quit using How to Talk. Do you think they're inactive? Yeah, yeah. That's what I think. People people are posting seducting pictures. I often say that. I often saw that, try to attract the attention of other people to date in order to date. Like, share, comment, subscribe here. Thank you. Um yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, my gut tells me Hello Talk won't be the place to make me an international live streamer. But I still need to figure out how to do it on YouTube and TikTok. Oh, thank you very much. As a live streamer, I can do many stuff besides reading, besides singing. Um, I think I'm a person who knows stuff. I know about history. I know about philosophy. I know about culture. I can chat with you. I know about languages. I can share my culture, my story. There are so many things that we can do in the live stream. I can do it forever because I've got so many stuff that I can show you that I can do, like even sword dance, like rap. I can do so many things as you know it. I can do cosplay. I can do impressions. You know, I think I have a wide range of performances that I can do. Yeah. Any questions you can ask me. I think more people are coming to China to travel. I was traveling during the past 3 days. In the past 3 days, I've seen so many people from abroad, international foreigners. They came to Suzhou to visit. So I believe more people are willing to know about China, willing to know about our culture, especially where to eat, where to go, right? To have a new experience, to take pictures. So many beautiful sceneries, beautiful people, and what you should know, what you should understand, and what you need to avoid, stuff like that. I think China is relatively a pretty safe environment, so most of the stuff are not that difficult as long as you're able to use an AI translator or you have a friend in China. Hit 1,000 on random book today. Wow, that's good for you. Most of the fans on random book for you are Chinese or other or people from other countries. I think maybe most of them are Chinese because I still believe most of the people who are using random book are Chinese. I don't know. Love streams on poetry, English and Chinese. I can do that. I can do that anytime. Yeah, it's not difficult because this is what I do. We can arrange stuff as long as we get more subscribers, more fans, then we can do lots of requests and we can live stream more. And yeah, we'll find out. First, we should try to gain more subscribers. Share it in all groups that I have. Do it again and again. Thank you. Thank you guys for your support. I really do wish that my content, my performance, my characteristics, my live stream can be a way of entertainment, a way to learn for more people around the world. I'm very happy to do that. Okay. Any more questions? I mentioned that you use Chinese and English. So it's good your kids too. Yeah, I mean, if people are interested in Chinese language or interested in learning Chinese, I can also do that. I can also help them with their Chinese. Yeah. So today, I read many content of TGCF so that we can record and use it for shorts and hashtag TGCF. Hopefully, we can have more friends who are interested in this stuff. Okay, so it's almost 1 a.m. I have to stop the live stream because it's too late. I need to rest a bit and go to bed. And thank you guys for your support. Have a nice one. Have a nice day. I still need to wake up and to teach the classes for a kid. I teach him English impression. We're gonna learn Madagascar, the movie, the cartoon movie. We're gonna do impressions of Madagascar tomorrow. Okay. And have a good day. Have a good one. Good night. One. Thank you. See you next time. And we're gonna inform the live stream um, in our Hello Talk group because here we don't have a group function. We use Hello Talk as a way of communication. We're gonna do more live streams here, and I'm trying to start my TikTok soon. Okay. See you next time, and keep contact, shall we? And have a good one. Have a good night. here have here YouTube has so many interesting emoji. So cute. Okay. Good night. See ya. See you next time. Bye bye. One. Good night.